Hello, my name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you were able to get out in nature somewhere, a park, a bike path, a hiking trip, something. Did you get out? I hope you were able to, and especially those of you that have legs. You know, they do have that saying, which I did make a video. If you don't use it, you'll lose it. So please, I can't force you to go take a walk. I would love to take a walk with you, go hiking, give you a good workout, get your heart pumping. It is so good for your body, and that's where all the friendly people are, like at least when they're out hiking. I don't know what they're like when they get back home. Maybe they go back to their depression or whatever, but when you get out, that makes my day. I feel like a squirrel in a way because you can't keep me in a cage, put it that way. I did have a couple pet squirrels, and you really can't keep them in the cage, is what I found out. They do not want to be locked up in a little cage, and I don't blame them. I had two pets, little baby squirrels, and one was called Jiffy. That the one actually passed away. It was kind of sad because his mom, a tree got cut down, and we never found out where the mommy went. But somebody found the baby squirrels, and where did they bring them? To Starlight's house. Here, Starlight loves animals, so it is kind of funny as we had pet squirrels living in our house in Pennsylvania when I used to live out there a long time ago. And so it was kind of funny. I was with my son at the time, and we would have that pet squirrel in the house, and we did buy a lot of nuts. They loved walnuts. I did learn that, and having a squirrel in your house is interesting. We were going to try to teach him how to potty train. We would keep them in the first. We actually started having them in the cage, and the one did pass away, and I don't know, maybe it was so scared of being in the cage that it died, or maybe it missed his mommy or something. And so then after that, we did not cage the other one, which what we ended up doing was to, when we would take off, because we didn't really want the squirrel poopy everywhere in the house, so anyway, we would leave which the squirrel's name was Jiffy, and we would leave that in my son's room. Let him poop in his room, They're only little tiny poopies, they weren't that big, not like dog poopy or Starlight. We don't want to go there. But anyway, we would leave it in my son's room. They do not like to be caged up. They do not like to be even in a bedroom. And the squirrel, what he did was he would look out the window, of course, when we were gone, and he started to chew away at the window frame. So we couldn't let that happen either. We were renting the place. We did not own it. And we're like, ooh, look at the damage that you're doing. They do chew on wood. So it was fun at the time having that pet squirrel. And Jiffy was his name-o. And it is kind of funny. I would give him walnuts, and it's funny that they bury nuts out in the ground. Well, Jiffy was hiding. He was hiding his nuts, not those kind, but he was hiding his nuts in our couch. He was like tucking them in there, like. So things were kind of nuts, like in our house. And anyway, I want to tell you more about that crazy story, but Starlight gets distracted. I don't know where I came up with the squirrel, but yeah, you can't keep me locked in. That's where I came up with the squirrel, is you can't keep me closed, and I got to get out in nature. Even if on a rainy day, hey, I have an umbrella, and I'm not like the witch in Wizard of Oz. I'm melting. We're not going to melt, right? I hope not. So anyway, if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome, and you can find me on YouTube at Starlight, and that is Kathy with a K, Dingman. And also, I hope that you are all doing really good. I hope you're being kind to yourself. I'm always going to check in with you on that. You know, it is so important to love yourself. Give yourself a big hug. You know, you do. You know, I love myself. I really do. And it's funny. I really thought I loved myself a long time ago, and I have a beautiful friend out there that was teaching me that I wasn't loving myself. So now I can, and I love hugging myself, and I also have 2 big body pillows. You know, like I don't think I need 3, but you know, I have one on the right. See, I got a fuzzy blue one. It's like a kind of a mint green pillow, and then I have a beautiful red and purple big body pillow, fuzzy ones on each side of me. So I get hugs all the time. Anytime I'm on this side, I give that pillow a hug, and on that side, Starlight loves getting hugs. And you know, I would hug you too, but I'm here and you there. So anyway, sometimes you do. If you don't have anybody else to give you a hug, you know, you could send yourself some love by hugging yourself. So anyway, I am out there today. I had a very interesting day, but before I tell you my interesting day, you can always like this video, give it a thumbs up. That way YouTube can share it with other people that could use it. You can share my videos, you know. I will give you permission. Starlight, give you permission to share my videos with anyone and everyone and anyone that you want to. Plus, you can subscribe. I won't charge you a penny. It's absolutely free. You know, I love free stuff, don't you? At least good free stuff. And you can, don't want to forget, don't forget the notification bell. I love my bell. It costs a lot of money for this baby at a second-hand store, but they didn't have prices on there. I kind of, you know, I kind of question when they don't have prices on there. You know, like, did it really cost $10? You know, for that little bell? I probably could have ordered it online for brand new. You know, Starlight. So anyway, besides pushing the notification bell, that way you don't miss any videos, you can also leave a message down below, beep, 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 beep. And you can also follow me on Instagram, and that is at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So tonight I'm a little late because I just got done cleaning up first, and then before that I was driving. So I had a very important day today. So, you know, anyway, is the title of this, of course, you probably was curious of what the heck is this Starlight chick going to talk about this time. And it is going to be, I already know, I had so many different titles. I didn't know what title I wanted to, you know, like call this one. So I am calling this one, Believe It or Not. It's up to you guys and girls to believe this or not. And because I have one story, I actually have another one after that, you know, like a believe it or not type of stories. So anyway, I do love all of you. And before I get going, the other title that I was going to have was, I hope you are ready for this, Starlight's I am but the good, healthy kind. So anyway, I am not high right now, but I feel like it, because this is too funny, is, anyway, the other title that I was thinking about, but I was like, I don't know, is, I'm gonna kick your ass kind of title, but I decided maybe I shouldn't really, name it that title. Maybe that's not really a good title, You know, they say thumbnails and titles are so important to get you to watch my videos. So, and the other title that I was thinking about for this topic was, so what kind of, sorry, so what kind of change do you want to see in the world? So here we go. Okay, Starlight is all ready now. No more goofiness. Maybe not. Anyway, I can't promise any of that. So anyway, the reason why I'm making this video is because of my morning. You're probably wondering what happened. You know, something definitely happened. You know, I every morning I pray, universe, please guide me. You know, not what I want to do today. You know, I like doing my yoga and meditation outside. I don't like doing it inside. It's too stuffy in here. The windows are all shut. You know, I'm trying to keep the heat out, you know. And I have a ceiling fan, so I'm always, you know, smacking it when I'm trying to do stretches and all that fun stuff. And I love being out in nature on the grass, barefooted, you know, doing my yoga, getting out with Mother Gaia, doing my meditation. So I do this every morning. Now I've upped it from a half hour of yoga to an hour of yoga. Woo, what a stretch. And also I upped up my meditation from an hour to an hour and a half every morning now. You know, so I really have stretched, you know, not just in yoga, but on everything right now. I'm trying to do an inside job inside my heart space and really doing a lot of inside work. So anyway, I started my day and, you know, the universe like guided me to where to go and brought me to this one park. You know, I got 4 parks to pick from, but I was in the Washington Park in Albany today, and it's funny what happened is that I was already 15 minutes in my yoga, had everything all set up. I had like a, you know, I have my phone, which is on like a stand so I can hold it, and a tripod, you know, like, and then I have a little speaker so I can hear it really clear. And here I am doing my yoga, you know, like a new person that I was doing yoga with on my phone, you know, like on YouTube for yoga, yoga for beginners for 60 minutes, you know, and so here I am doing my stuff, and my car, you know, is parked in this park, you know, about 20 feet away from where I am, and so my car is over here, and I'm normally always like facing this direction, and my phone is right here, so I can look at, you know, what they're doing for yoga stretches and whatever they're going to do, all the different moves that they have. And it was a new guy, so I had no clue what he was going to do, because and I normally always follow women on yoga, but I said, hey, let's give this guy a try, see what, you know, I like new stuff. I always like trying new things. So here I was doing my yoga, and here I am probably doing the upward dog or something, I get all these names, downward dog yoga thing, you know. So here I am doing all these different things the yoga instructor was telling me to do. And this is where it is, believe it or not, I happen to look over on the right-hand side, because normally, even if I am facing this direction, if I have to stand the long way on my yoga mat, I normally would face this direction instead of facing the road. So anyway, it's kind of funny. I have to backtrack a little bit. Right when I started doing the yoga, I only was in 10 minutes of it, and it started sprinkling. And it is kind of funny that, you know, the universe does things to Starlight sometimes, and or sometimes I react a certain way. And normally when it starts sprinkling, normally I'm like, oh, you know, like I'm going to wrap up my stuff, get everything put away, because, you know, it didn't say rain, but here it's starting to sprinkle. So I'm like, oh, you know, I don't want my stuff getting wet, because I have my phone and the speaker out there, and I don't care about my yoga mat, you know. So, but I'm like, no, I am not doing this, you know, because every time I pack up my stuff when it starts sprinkling, I get everything in the car and I start heading home, or I start going somewhere else. It doesn't rain. So this time I'm like, no, I am, you know, so it's kind of weird that this happened where it was starting to sprinkle, and I would have really been packing up and going. So if I did that, the other thing wouldn't have happened. But Starlight's like, no, I am tired of this weather thing. You know, they say it's going to rain all week, you know, and it does damper a lot of people. But, you know, like, I'm to the point where I don't really want to listen to the weather people anymore. I'm going to keep going and doing my stuff. I got my umbrella, you know, and so anyway, I decided, no, I'm staying here. And 15 minutes, you know, 5 minutes later, I happen to look over where my vehicle is. And I'm like, huh, you know, I'm looking over because there's a man, because my vehicle is right directly on the side where I am, you know, on the road. And this park is in the city, so, you know, a lot of strange things happen out there, or can happen. And, you know, I didn't say anything, is I have a magnet on my car, and it has Starlight, and it has my name on there, and it has be the change that you want to see in the world on there. So anytime that somebody sees my vehicle, you know, I'm putting like thoughts in their mind, whether they like it or not, you know, be the change that you want to see in the world, you know. And anyway, so a man had a bicycle, you know, it's late 30s, you know, and he's on a bike, and he's looking right at the sign. I mean, like, right, like, here's the sign right here, and he's, like, right there by my vehicle. And so I'm like, oh, hey, this is good, you know. I'm thinking maybe he'll look me up on YouTube, you know, and maybe he'll find me, and maybe he can get some help. Maybe I'll get a subscriber, you know, ching, ching, you know, or whatever. Or maybe he'll watch some of my videos or something. And I couldn't believe my eyes. He actually was taking my magnet off my vehicle. Of course, I have a picture of myself on that magnet. Those things are expensive. You know, I realized I had magnets for my cleaning business. I thought, I am probably the first one that ever thought of this, you know. So I have stickers on my, 2 big stickers on my car, magnets. And he was taking mine off. So this is funny, Starlight, you don't want to mess with her out in public, but I couldn't believe my eyes, and immediately, you know, I stopped what I was doing, and I yelled out, like, hey, you know, like, yo, you know, like, what are you doing here? You know, so I did. I freaking got his attention, and he was just, like, playing around with my magnets, you know, as I was, you know, yelling out to him. And I ran. I was like, you know, I don't mess around. And I never know what I'm capable of when it comes to people out in public. And, you know, I'm always good at protecting other people. I've done some crazy stuff in the past by protecting other people. I've never really protected myself. But, you know, I just got these things. They might be maybe a month old. You know, that's how long I've had these magnets on my car. And so I zooped over there. And, you know, he was shocked. Talk about being shocked. You know, I don't even understand why I was doing it. You know, like, I was right there in the park. You can really see me. It's not like I'm not there. But I kind of understand this. I used to be a professional thief when I was started out in my life. And I know how thieves think, you know. They do some funky stuff. They can steal right in front of you and you would never notice. You know, that's how thieves are. And that's this guy, I couldn't believe he was stealing my magnets off my car. You know, so that's why I couldn't figure out what title, you know. So anyway, I got over there quick, you know, and he hurried up and put him back on the car. And his excuse is that, oh, I bumped into your sticker, and I was just putting it back. Well, I ain't falling for that one, because I didn't realize it at the time when he was telling me this, is he removed the one on the other side of my car that is in the road area, that door, you know. He already took that one off, and he was putting the one off, taking it off on the one side and putting them together on the one side, and he was going to just take off with my magnets on my car. And I was going to really, this is why I was going to have the other video called I'm going to kick your ass. I was ready. I don't know what I was going to do, but really, I'm not going to put up with this stuff with people. Those are my magnets. They belong to me. It's got my picture. I can prove it, even though my hair is short now. On that picture, it shows a girl with long hair, and he had to have seen me on the yard, 20 feet away, but he just kept on doing that. He was going to take off. He didn't like what I had on my vehicle, so, and that's why I was going to also name this title is, what kind of change do you want to see in the world? Apparently, he wants to be the kind of change in the world that would go around stealing people's stuff. I just mind-boggling that this actually happened today to me, at a park. So what did Starlight do? I was going to kick his butt. I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. I'm like freaking out there somewhere. I'm on another freaking planet somewhere. You don't want to mess with, looks are deceiving. That's another thing I could have titled this, is looks are deceiving. You might see me thinking, she's just a girl. You haven't seen the other side of Starlight, I know a little kung fu. No, just kidding. I do know a little bit of self-defense stuff. A girl needs to learn that stuff. Even men, So I wasn't going to let this man, I've had somebody steal my pocketbook nearby that same place where I was this morning. I thought I locked my doors up and they stole my pocketbook, So really, that's why I wanted to make this video is, before I say anything more, is so what I did after that, he took off. I scared the blank out of him. He didn't freaking see me coming. He was actually, his back was facing that way when I came at him. He heard me though, and so he ended up riding his bike through the grass. He went right through where my yoga stuff was, and I hurried up and ran over there too because my cell phone is there. All the other, I didn't trust this guy one bit at all. Man, he took my cell phone. It was on a stand and stuff like that. So I ended up calling the police. I knew that they weren't going to really do anything, but I wanted to, give them a description of this man. So, because if he's stealing, people's magnets off their car, this guy is out there ripping people off in their cars. And this is the reason why I want to come up with it. I didn't come up with this story. This really absolutely happened today, believe it or not, kind of thing. And so anyway, I decided, you know what? I really didn't feel comfortable at that point, to do my yoga. I was kind of paranoid looking for this guy because he took off. And he knew I seen him. I know how to describe him. So I called the police up, and I called up and I said I wanted to give a police report, and I said I'm at this park, and I said I'm the street over from State Street. I'm not sure what street this is where I am, but I'm over. I knew what the one street was called because I used to have a cleaning job there, and I said I'm out here, and I told them the story about this guy. And I said, and they said, well, we really can't do anything because, you said that he did put it back on your car. So it's not like he stole anything because he did put it back, And I'm like, yeah, I understand that. And I wasn't really going to call you up, but I only called you up because I wanted to describe the guy that did this. So then, the cops are aware of this person, that way, and I'll let you know. He's got black, really curly hair, and it's about shoulder length, and he has a bicycle, and he had a black shirt, and I don't think he was, white. I don't know what kind of race. I had to talk like this to the officer. He had tan skin, and late 30s. So anyway, and I wasn't thinking when I talked to the police officer. It was a lady that was on the phone that was taking this, report. And so like she said, they really couldn't do anything. They can't send the police over because he didn't do anything, really. And so anyway, I gave him the description, and I kind of was telling her the story, and I said I was going to go over there and kick his ass, and and then I was hearing her tell me different information. I'm like, ooh, was I really supposed to tell the officer that I was going to go over there and kick his butt? And I said, I don't care. I might be a female, but I am not, and this is the reason why I have my YouTube channel, is to tell people that you really do. You need to really stand up for yourself. Don't let people run over you. If you got somebody doing something crazy like that, do what I did. I didn't freaking, he was like a little bit bigger than me. I don't care. What is he going to do? He's on a bike. I could knock him right over. I'm not stupid. So you don't want to have people running over top of you and stealing your stuff. There's a lot of people that do. They fear this stuff, and if I worked my butt off and I had my pocketbook and somebody if I was walking down the road somewhere and somebody took off, you think I'm going to stand there? I'm going to go running after this person. I'm going to do it like a tackle football on him or something. Boom, there goes Starlight, So anyway, what happened is after that is that there was a guy that was 2 cars behind me, and he was just getting in his car. So I went over and I'm like, hey, do you always park your car around here? Because I wanted to let him know, hey, to be careful. This just happened to me. And so anyway, I told him how he was taken up with my magnets on my car, because I do have a YouTube channel. And it is so funny how how the whole order of this went, where, the universe does some strange things to Starlight. So anyway, now this guy, we were talking, and I was telling him, how brave I was, that I was going to kick his butt, even though I'm a female. And he even said the same thing, pretty much like the police officer. Hey, yeah, you do. You got to. You can't, back down from this stuff. It's almost like I felt like I was being tested today. Are you just going to let him just, yeah, sure, those costed me money. You're not going to use them on your vehicle. You don't even have one. He's got a bike. I'm not letting people run me over. Not even a guy on a bicycle trying to steal my magnets. So it is really interesting. Like I said, I did pray this morning. I'm like, universe, not my will, but your will. I want you to use my feet, my legs, and all this, and guide me today. I don't know what you're going to do to, where do you want me to go today? Where do you want me, where do you want me to do the yoga? And I wasn't even going to do it in that spot. But, something made me stay in that spot anyway. And I had this happen the other day where it was starting to rain, and I actually did take my things and go. And I'm thinking, I really believe that the universe was trying to get me to go, because it was sprinkling, and it sprinkled, and it stopped. And that was it, So anyway, now this other guy that was on the side of the road, we were talking for a while, and we had a lot of same thought patterns, and I told him about what my YouTube channel was about. And I hope he checks my YouTube channel out. It would be really great, because he's like, hey, what is your YouTube channel? And it was amazing. He remembered my name, at the end, and I said, hey, it was really super talking with you. He was, believing in the same few things. I only talked to him about 10 minutes there, So that is one of the Believe It or Not stories. And I have another one. Believe it or not, like the same thing. I prayed in the morning, universe, please take me wherever you want me to go. I pray that you would guide me, the angels and all this, guide me where you want me to go while I was at a different park. Well, this day I already did my meditation, I already did my yoga. But that day, I was going to lay out and get some color at this different park. And it's really, really, really close to 787 at this park, so it's a throughway. And, and they have a sidewalk there. And anyway, here's Starlight laying out on her beautiful, clean blue blanket. And Starlight's kind of funkied out, with, I have some weird things about myself. Like, I don't like anybody, sitting on my bed. I have issues. I would not want, a stranger to sit on my bed. It's the energy. It's something weird. I get freaked out. Only, my family could sit on my bed, but nobody else. If somebody tried to sit on my bed, I would like, get off. So anyway, with my beautiful blanket, it's the same kind of thing like a bed for me, is here I am laying out with my like pink or peach, or even my butterfly bikini, laying out. I was out for an hour or so, and I was sweating, and I had some my lunch with me, and it's just kind of, I was actually closing my eyes and breathing, doing like a chakra, just breathing in and out, And while I'm doing this, I thought I heard something on the left side of me, and I'm like, I'm ignoring it, like, that's weird, but I just kept on doing that, on my blanket. And it is kind of funny how the universe guides and protects me and does all kinds of funky stuff with Starlight. I never know where the universe is going to take me next. Well, anyway, I decided, I am really hot right now. I'm kind of, I kind of wanted to just kind of snap out of it because I always have my face covered with, I don't want more color on my face. I don't want to be too dark on my face. So I kind of only have it where I can breathe. I have my sunglasses on, and I normally take the shirt that I'm wearing on my eyes so I don't get no more color there. And so I'm like, yeah, and I kept on still hearing this weird noise really close to me. So I scoot up, and I sit up and I look around, and there's a guy, a man of color, sitting right on my blanket. I mean, maybe like about 5 inches away from me, that close. And I was like, it was weird. I wasn't scared, and I didn't even act shocked at all. It was kind of weird. It almost was like, oh, what are you doing there? Kind of thing. I wasn't like, because really, normally, anybody in this condition, I was like, felt naked, and I just couldn't believe that, you're in, and the guy goes, oh, wow, you are really beautiful. Oh, yeah, I'm half naked here. Thanks. Really. I don't know. I don't even know how long he was sitting there watching me. There are some people out there, and it is kind of weird because the universe does these things. And, the universe knows this man that came over to sit next to me while I'm half naked on my blanket, trying to get some color, and I had sweat just dripping down, trying to get some color. And so I stood up, and this is so funny. The universe kind of used me as bait, to draw this guy in. You just never know what Starlight is going to say to people. Absolutely not. I am not stupid. I have so much inside my brain right now with wisdom and knowledge and things that, like I've been learning. And wow, I really did. I gave it to this man. I was like, I had so much in store for him. And I thought, man, I must be blowing this man's mind. I mean, talk about not holding back. I didn't hold back one bit at all. I was actually getting a rush off of this one. I was like, I was laughing so hard inside, but he didn't even know it. I was freaking him out really, and I go, you must be thinking, this lady's crazy, or this boy, the Starlight chick is really off her rocker, and I even told him that. I said, yeah, you must be thinking that I'm up, where did I ever find this crazy chick, Starlight, but it's his fault. He should have never entered in my area where I was. I was in a private area. I wasn't trying to be noticed out there. I had a private little spot on a hill. Nobody ever bothers me in that area. But the universe used me as bait to like, yeah, here we go. You want to teach people stuff? Teach him some stuff. Man, I didn't hold back, and he had a gold bracelet on him with gold skulls on it, and I was messing his world up, mind messing with him, put it that way. I'm not going to say the other word, but I was telling him how the universe uses numbers and symbols and dreams and all that, and I said, let's check out on my phone what it says about gold skulls. And there was 3 of them, so I looked on my phone and I was amazed at the information that the universe was giving me, and I said, you know yourself better than I do. After I read all the information that was online, I'm like, does this sound like it fits you at all? And he's like, yes. He was really, and it didn't say a lot of good stuff about the gold skulls. It's actually saying that he was in a relationship and that he's trying to figure out how to get out of it. And here he's sitting next to me, and I'm thinking, I wonder if this is really real. Is he really in a relationship with a girl? But here he is with me. And at the same time as he's sitting here talking to me, like for maybe an hour, a guy went in front of us on a bike trail that's in front of us down the hill. And he, seeing the guy next to me, and I can't remember his name, but he recognized him and knew him. And, by the body language that guy on the bike had, he knew that this guy that was sitting next to me was trouble. And, maybe he knows that he has a girlfriend, and here he's sitting with me. And, I did get messages off of the gold skulls, that I was picking up, and I was like, all I can think of is that he's a thief, So it is interesting how the universe will guide you, and I never know where the universe is going to guide Starlight next. What kind of situation am I going to get myself into? But I know I am safe and protected. I pray every morning for the universe to guide me. And, I will probably never see that guy. That guy is going to run the opposite. I'm going to have all these guys running away from me. It's too funny. I'm not stupid. But it is funny how, I felt like bait that day. How the universe used me to draw this man in. He probably needed to hear all the stuff that crazy Starlight chick was telling him. I didn't hold back. I was just like, I couldn't believe that he had enough nerve to think that he could just sit on my blankie, come on, I'm half naked out here. I don't know you. You are a total stranger. But I did let him know that, you might not want to, he knows better not to do that, what he did to me, to sit on a girl's blanket, when she's half naked in a park somewhere, but I told him, I'm like, what, what you did to me today is probably not the wisest thing for you to do, because a lot of girls would be screaming rape because, you're really trespassing in her space, and, so it was interesting. So, you really do. You need to really be wise and in life. And hey, if you got people out there that are just after one thing with you, use your wisdom and knowledge to blow them their minds, splatter. Just splatter their minds. Freaking. What do you call it? Mind blanking? That's what Starlight did. I'm really good at doing that. I learned a lot when I went to church, things that they do to people, and I've learned a lot from other people how you can mind blank people, like twist their minds, freaking make it like scrambled eggs by the time you get done, and make them walk away like freaking dumbfounded. So I was so excited. I got home. I was so excited. I'm like, yes, universe, thank you. That was so fun. I had a high today. Boy, you know what? You can use me anytime you want. I am that chick that will rock somebody's world in a twisted way. That guy will never be the same after that. I really did. I was showing him stuff and teaching him really good stuff too, to mind blow him, And sometimes we have to do that, That guy has got lessons to learn, apparently, and the universe wanted to use Starlight, Hey, I'll be bait. I know I'm protected. I'm not afraid of these men out there, and, I believe he was actually, on his way on the streets or something like that. And, I love doing this to men that think that, I've had a lot of homeless people doing this with me, thinking that, hey, like I'll try to be friendly with her, and maybe I can live with her, and maybe she can help me out and all this and that. And then I let this guy know, oh, yeah, where I live, and it's truthful. I'm not lying about anything. Is that I can't have anybody live with me where I live. I can't have my daughter live with me where I live. I can't even have a boyfriend here where I live. It's only me that can stay here. So if you're looking for a place to live, Starlight's the wrong girl. I can't have anybody live with me. And just in case, if the person that was going to take my stickers today, if you did decide, I know you read my sign on my car today, I'm not afraid of you, but you're afraid of me now. I know what you look like, so I will report you in the police. If I see you again, the police officers told me if I do see you again, I'm going to report you. I'm going to describe you to a T. I'll never forget your face. So what kind of change do you want to see in the world? And that's the whole point. Not everybody has the same vision that I have. I want to see this world in a great way. I want to see people have their lives changed. Like I have a friend, I want to see people be the greatest versions that they want to be. And what do they want to see in their world? The greatest version that you can be in your life. That's what I desire to be. And I desire you to be the greatest version of yourself that you can be. But it takes a lot of work. It really does. So believe it or not, these stories are real, absolutely real. It's kind of funny. I get a kick out of it when it happens, but like today, I don't know what I'm capable of, really. Imagine having a spiritual awakening while you're kicking butt. I laugh because it will be on, So I am not afraid of anyone out there. I have the universe, and the universe has my back. The universe had these things happen for a reason, to test me out. Am I just going to let people run over top of me? Or, am I going to stand up for my rights like I told the police officer and the other guy today? I'm standing up for my rights. That's what my YouTube channel is about, is to stand up, use your voice. And that's what this video is about, is to really don't let people run over top of you, Put people in their place. They think there's people out there that want to use you and take you for what you have. They see you and, they might be lusting after you, wanting to get with you, and for all the wrong reasons, not for all the right reasons, people that want to steal from you. Don't be afraid of those people. The universe will protect you. There's a lot of people that, they'll see something on the street. A girl could be getting hurt, or a guy could be getting attacked, and there's people that won't even do nothing. They won't even, if you ran over there and start yelling and screaming, act like a crazy person. Believe me, I got that down. Act like a freaking, like you lost your mind. They'll run. They will run. I got to get out of here. I'm going to just leave this alone. Scared of, I've learned some crazy stuff from some people in my past, I learned a lot of crazy stuff out there. Starlight can act like a crazy chick. I'm not afraid of you, I hope you watch my YouTube channel, I see you in the park, I'm going to come after you. I'm not afraid, I did learn some stuff in my younger days. And anyway, I love all of you. Believe it or not, this stuff is real. So, and like I said, I couldn't make up my mind what title, but I believe I picked out the right one, because I think the one that I want to kick your ass would have been a little bit too much, and I was trying to think of a thumbnail to go with that title, because I will kick your ass. Or I'll act crazy, like I got that down. Starlight could really, I've always kind of wanted to be a Hollywood star, be in a movie, have my own movie. I'm being real with you. So anyway, I love all of you. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And hey, if you want to see what the universe has in store for you, ask the universe, angels, please Guide me today. Take me out of the way. I want to be used. I want you to use my legs, my hands, my eyes, my mouth, my voice. Use me. I want you to use me every single day because I just don't know what else the universe has in store for me or those people out there. So anyway, it has been an amazing day. And I am not afraid. I had Archangel Michael with me. You don't want to mess with Archangel Michael. He is with me every single day. Anyway, I do love all of you. And you can give this video a thumbs up. Hey, stand your ground. Whether you're a girl or a guy, don't let that stop you. Whether you're small, don't let the size, believe me, I am a small girl. I just weighed myself the other day. I'm like 117. I don't really want to gain any more than that. I got to lighten up on my food. But anyway, I do love you. And, don't let any of these people scare you. That is the whole thing. Stand your ground. Be strong. If I could face these little things out there, they are nothing. They are nothing. You can too. You can actually stand your ground. Don't let anybody criticize you and, like to try to trip you up. There might be people out in your world that that criticize you, make you feel less than human. Those are the kind of people that you gotta let go. Speak up. Use your voice. That's what, like if you don't, they're going to run over top of you and you're going to feel less of yourself, and it's going to keep on continuing until you stand up and take a stand. So I love all of you. You can give a thumbs up. You can share this video, share it with a friend or family, your pets. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel and ring that notification bell. Plus, you can leave a message down below. And also, you can follow me on Instagram, and that's 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K, Dingman Starlight. So it would be amazing. I would love for that guy. He definitely got my name on my magnet. I would love to see him check me out on YouTube. It would be really hilarious if he pushed this video. Click. Yeah, I'm talking to you. So anyway, I love all of you. Be strong. I am strong. I am brave. I am not afraid. I am letting go of fear. I am safe and I am protected. I am rich. I am abundant. I am worthy of a beautiful life, and so are you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.